Welcome back to Camp St. A's. Today, we have a cool lesson for you that will teach you just how much God loves you. So today's topic is self-worth, or self-esteem. Self-worth is how we view ourselves, how we think about ourselves. As Christians, we can make two mistakes when thinking about self-worth. First, we can think way too highly of ourselves, that we're so great, better than everyone else, just awesome. And while a healthy pride is good, the Bible has many warnings against thinking too highly of ourselves and thinking that we're better than everyone else. But the other mistake that we can make is thinking too lowly of ourselves. We can think that we're worthless and that nobody cares about us. That's also not good. For example, in my life, just a few days ago, I got the grade back for a test that I was doing in one of my classes. And I didn't do very well on that test. And I was pretty upset when I saw that grade. I felt like I was dumb, like I didn't belong in that class, like I was worthless. But then, I remembered the words of Psalm 139.
Lord, you have examined me, and you know all about me. You know when I sit and when I get up. You know my thoughts before I think them. You know where I go and where I lie down. You know everything that I do. Lord, you know what I want to say before the words leave my mouth. You are all around me, in front of me and behind me. I feel your hand on my shoulder. I am amazed at what you know. It is too much for me to understand. Your spirit is everywhere I go. I cannot escape your presence. If I go up to heaven, you will be there. If I go down to the place of death, you will be there. If I go east as the sun rises, or go to live in the west, beyond the sea, even there, you will take my hand and lead me. Your strong right hand will protect me. You created every part of me. You put me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because you made me in such a wonderful way. I know how amazing that was.
Well, God doesn't want us to think too highly about ourselves. He doesn't want us to think too lowly about ourselves either. Psalm 139 says God made you wonderful. As one of my favorite TV shows, VeggieTales, says at the end of all their episodes, God made you special, and He loves you very much. But we can often fall into thinking bad things about ourselves, like I did with my test. We can think that we are unimportant because nobody wants to play with us at lunch. We can think that we're dumb because we get a bad grade. We can think that we're annoying because everyone else around us tells us that we are. But whenever we start thinking about this, we need to remember the words of Psalm 139 and how God made us wonderful. There's another passage in the Bible that shows just how much God loves us and made us special. It's found in the first book of the Bible, called Genesis. The first part of Genesis is the story of creation, when God created the heavens and the earth, the sun and the moon, the skies, the trees, the animals, everything, out of nothing. But there was something missing. And on the sixth day, God created humans. This is what the story says. Then God said, "Let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness, so that they may rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, over the livestock and all the wild animals, and over all the creatures that move along the ground." So God created mankind in His own image. In the image of God, He created them. Male and female, He created them. We were created in the image of God. We were the last things that God created. And as it says later in the Bible, we were His masterpiece. It's hard for us to understand sometimes. But the creator of the universe, the perfect and loving God, made us to be like Him. So whenever we start thinking bad things about ourselves, we need to remember just how much God sees us and loves us. And God doesn't make mistakes. He made you and He made me as a unique representation of Himself. We are God's masterpiece. Never forget that. That concludes the lesson for today. So if you want to head over to the next video, we're going to be singing a song about who we are in God, and some silly camp songs too. See you then.